Hello, we're back with Storm and Fury, and we're on chapter 23. And I guess if you're new here, hello, welcome, hi, how you doing? But this summarizes like the chapter, and then we talk about it. So I don't want, if you haven't read Storm and Fury and you still want to, please go do that first because I don't want to spoil anything for you because I'd feel bad. So I just want everyone to know that if you haven't, seen the other ones. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it because chapter 3 seems to be a lot. And yeah. So chapter 23 starts off with Zayne and Trinity are getting in the car, and Trinity sarcastically says that was fun, and then she punches Zayne in the arm for not telling her that they were gonna go see the Prince of Hell. And like, honestly, same. So Trinity then punches him in the arm again and says that that's because he was mean to Layla. And again, another hard same. Because it seems like Layla is willing to repair whatever issue they're having. And I don't know who's at fault, or if anybody's at fault, but Layla seems to be trying, and Zayne does not seem to be trying at all. Like, he does not want to repair whatever issue they're having, which is not good. So Zayne says that Zayne won't say what happened, just that things are complicated with him and Layla. Trinity is feeling Trinity is feeling disappointed about the fact that there's a huge wall around Zayne, and then she says that it's made of granite and stubbornness. And that is truly how I want to refer to the walls that I keep up now, is that all of my walls are kept up by granite and stubbornness, because I feel like that, I don't want to say hard same again, but hard same. After a while of quietness, Trinity says that he why can I not talk today? Oh my gosh. After a while of quietness, Trinity asks if he thinks that they'll help Zayne, and Zayne says he thinks they will. So at least Zayne has faith in them, and that seems pretty good, and I think I don't have any doubts that they'll deliver. I feel like they seem pretty genuine. They seem like the kind of people that if they didn't want to help you, they wouldn't be upfront about pretending to help you. So I don't know, I trust them. We get a confirmation that Cayman is a deal broker, but that he does not seek humans out. Instead, all the humans seem to seek him out. So I guess that's good. I don't know. We also find out that humans only give up a part of their soul for the things they want, not all of it, but it does still change where they end up when they die. So even though they just have a part of their soul missing, they don't go to heaven. Which is not good. That also means that Zayne now does not go to heaven because, if the rumor is true, Zayne doesn't have a part of his soul, so that means he's not going to the good place. But yeah. So, demons are governed by rules, and Cayman actually follows the rules, which also leads me to question, what are the rules? What can demons do and what can't they do? Because, can they not collect, I just want to list rules. I want to know what lines they have to follow and what they can't cross. I just want to know. So Trinity says that she isn't sure what to think about all the demon stuff, and I guess her entire world has been turned upside down in one conversation. So I kind of get that she's confused. So we get a confession time from Zayne, and he says that he used to be a lot like Trinity, and things were black and white. He told Layla that the warden side canceled out the demon side, and that she was a warden, and that's all that mattered. Which, do not deny a part of yourself to make yourself seem better. And this is kind of what Zayne says he realized. He says that he should have told Layla to accept the part of her that was demon, and he should have accepted it. Layla showed him that what you are at birth doesn't define who you are, which is a better mentality. You don't want to hide part of yourself to seem better for like whoever you're with. You know, like you don't want to pretend that you're a certain way and just have to continuously hide these pieces of yourself. Like that's not a way to live. But Zayne asks if she knew demons could love before today, and Trinity says no, and he says that he didn't know that either until he met Roth, which means that not only is the warden schooling bad wherever Trinity's from, but it's bad all over. No one knows that these demons have human emotion, which is bad, because it's just, I know I went into this last time and I'm not going to go into it again, but it just means that there's generations and generations that don't have the education and don't have an understanding of the fact that there's species other than their own, which can be good, you know? So important. Zayne says that what they've been taught is not necessarily always true. And I wholeheartedly agree with this, because we're breaking down everything they've been taught and every education they've had thus far, and, you know, starting to see the holes in it. And yeah, I just want to know what the world is going to look like at the end of this book. Like, are wardens the good guys? Are demons the bad guys? Or is it everyone's walking this fine line in a gray area where you're not really sure who's good and who's bad and, you know, what's happening? I'm not sure the world is so black and white in this book, and I'm going to be interested to see kind of how this world develops further now that Trinity's outside of like the institution that she knows, you know? But Zayne says that you can tell the good demons from the bad demons because they don't try to kill you on sight. And I mean, I guess that's a good way to put it, but you're also assuming that like someone could be, okay, so you're making this assumption that the demon, like, okay, basically what I'm trying to get at here is there could be demons who are good demons with families and emotions, but like their entire family was just murdered by a warden and they come at you, so you automatically assume that they're a bad demon, but in reality, you know, they're seeking vengeance, which I don't know if that makes you bad or what, but it's, I don't know, our assumption is that like our standard, basically our default setting is that demons are bad. So I don't know. There's something to think about. So we skip forward in time and now they're patrolling and it's later in the day. So Trinity is struggling to see, and this brings up my question again of, does Zayne know that she can't see very well at night? Because they seem to go on a lot of like later at night adventures and things like that, and he's never really mentioned that he can tell that she can't see very well. So I wonder if he knows, or if she's hid it really well, or what. But she's going down the street and she can't tell if they're looking at real people or if they're looking at ghosts. Like, she's not able to tell anymore, which means like everyone's just kind of blurring together. She's probably just seeing like shapes and she thinks those are people. So Trinity asks Zayne if moving out has anything to do with Layla. And Zayne asks why she even cares, because he cannot understand that someone might care for him. But whatever, it's fine. We're going to move along. So Trinity says because she does. It says that basically she just says because she does. And if he had answered her earlier, she wouldn't be continuing to ask. So we're finally getting some, like, Zayne's starting to open up a little bit, and I'm wondering if it's because they've just been hanging out all day and he's not around everyone else and he gets finally like allowing himself to open up, but I love it. Zayne says that after losing his dad, things with Layla After losing his dad and all the things that happened with Layla, he just kind of needed some space. So Trinity was surprised that he actually answered and asked what happened with Layla. She's like, oh, well, he answered one. I guess I can press for the rest of the questions. But we find out that basically the clan turned on Layla, and his dad led the charge against her, and that the clan nearly killed her, and Zayne, like, blames himself. He says it was all his fault. And this, again, makes me feel like Layla should be more understanding of the situation that Trinity's in, especially when her entire culture and her people turned on her. I feel like when you've been through something that hard and that awful, you would be more understanding of people who are currently going through the same thing. At least in my opinion, anyways. But before they can, like, talk about this further, a demon called a Hellion shows up. These demons are created by pain and misery, which is ironic because he's talking about his feelings, and are not supposed to walk the earth. Usually they just torture human souls in hell, which is bad, and it's completely forbidden to be topside. So this demon's breaking some rules right now, and I don't even know, like, do demons get like a... What happens when you break the rules? Like, what are your repercussions as a demon? Because obviously they don't seem to matter, because it seems like a lot of people break the rules. Do you just get like a slap on the wrist for breaking rules? Because, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be that bad, because obviously there's enough demons breaking the rules. Like, they were attacking wardens, they're uprising, you know? So I don't know. Also, fun fact, this demon is completely naked. I don't know what's going on with this book and the fact that so many people are like shirtless and naked, but I have some questions. I don't feel like there should be naked people all the time, but whatever, that's just me. So then a big fighting sequence ensues. The Hellion says that the Hellion was told that they would be easy to find, but he didn't think that it would be this easy. And big yikes. I mean, this is a big city. I don't know how he, like, found her immediately, but whatever. Trinity asked who told him that. Like, who told the demon that they'd be easy to find. And the demon says that the one who is making her protector bleed told him. So Zayne attacks it, and Trinity says don't kill it because it knows about Misha. But now there's another Hellion, and so now they each are fighting one of their own. Like, they each have one to fight. Zayne kills the Hellion, and then Trinity kills the other, but she stabs it, and then she says that that she wants to know where Bael is, and he kills himself on it, like on her blade that was like in him. He like moves himself so that he dies. So, yeah, they're on the tracks, and a train is now coming. So Zayne, who is still in his warden form, presses her against the wall as the train goes by. So after the train passes, Trinity immediately wants to make out with Zayne, because of course she does. And as if Zayne can sense this, he suddenly like breaks contact with her and helps her out of the train ditch. So we also realize that because the Hellion impaled himself rather than say where Bael is, means that Bael already knows she's here. Which, again, this author leaves books on such good cliffhangers that, and I love it, but like, oh my gosh, every chapter ends on a cliffhanger, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm leaving you guys on a little bit of a cliffhanger. But hopefully the next one will be out shortly, so it won't be too long of a wait, and you guys can just, quickly watch the next one. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to join our Barely Book Club, I'll have the link in the bio, or the description is the word I'm thinking of. The link in the description, and I'll also put the link to the barelybookish.com, which has all my short stories, my writing tips, my book reviews, all that fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe and comment and tell me all your emotions and feelings about this chapter, because I would love to hear it, and we'll talk about it, and we're gonna rant about the education system of wardens. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!